All right, welcome to Life Extension Live. I'm Dr. Mike, and that is
Dr. Crystal.
Today we're going to be talking about hair loss, but not the types of hair loss and all that kind of stuff, right? We're going to be talking about a specific type of test that really helps to kind of pinpoint the best treatment for you.
Yeah, the best solutions based on your personalized genetic data.
Yeah, so on today's show, we're going to be talking about that test to help pinpoint, based on your stuff, what's going to be the best treatment. So, Dr. Crystal, we're doing this through genetic hair testing.
Yes.
Right? Tell us a little, give us just a nice summary.
Yeah, this is just sharing, once you take the test, the best kind of the variance in your genes. And this particular test is looking at 13 genes that researchers have identified to be most important related to hair loss. So we do know, and you see it in families, that hair loss runs in your family. There's this kind of, I think it's sort of a myth that you look at your grandfather to figure out if you're going to lose your hair.
Yeah, if you go to the next generation,
Right.
the male, you skip one.
I'm not sure if that's true or not.
I don't think
but
so.
You know, there'll be no guessing. You'll know kind of those best solutions if you do have genes that determine how you respond to hair loss treatment.
So this process begins with the questionnaire, right? And I think we have a sample of that questionnaire. There we go, we popped it up. And you can see it just says basically, tell us about yourself. So let's walk through this questionnaire, because this is really going to help you understand the test, right? So, basic stuff. You're going to get a registration number when you sign up. Male, female, simple stuff, date of birth, a little bit about your hair history. This is where, if you are losing your hair, hopefully you've talked to your doctor about this, and they have been able to tell you whether it's the hormone base, which is androgenic, and there's also a telogen form, and
which I call that the bucket.
It's the bucket, yeah. So there's different hair losses, but hopefully you kind of have an idea of where you're at based on your family history, based on you. And there's even a description of all of them right there, right? You want to talk about the rest coming up here?
Yes, and then of course, do you have a direct family member suffering from alopecia and or hair loss? How long has your hair been falling out? Do you have any sensitivity to caffeine or any other medications that you may be taking? And the reason the researchers need this information is because this all goes into an algorithm. So they're looking at diseases and disorders. Are you dealing with any of this? Is your hair loss due to thyroid issues? Is it due to PCOS? Is it due to anemia? Because really it's the test is going, when you look at kind of the customized solutions, it's taking in account any health conditions that may be causing your hair loss. So if you're dealing with anemia, maybe it won't suggest.
Even cholesterol levels.
Cholesterol levels.
Hemoglobin, you can see the whole bunch there.
You'll need to make sure you have the most recent copy of your lab test, your routine test. Maybe you need to have some testing done so that you can fill in these answers. And then there are also questions about your scalp. Do you have dandruff, severe form of dandruff, just to kind of rule out other things. How much is falling out?
Right, yeah. That's the comb test.
Right.
You comb your hair and there's a whole bunch of it in there.
Do you have alopecia plaques? Like what's really going on? Do you get enough rest? This is helping to decide, do you need an antifungal? Do you need
and they're going to see results. We're going to show
corticosteroid?
Yeah.
Do you
it's
really
extensive.
help to tailor in the best options for you combined with your raw genetic data?
So then you hit submit. That's step one for this test. And then step two is to actually do the test itself, right? And this is an at-home test. It involves a swab.
Yep.
And you simply just, people are kind of used to the at-home test now, I think a little bit. There's a lot of them out there.
Yeah.
But this one's real simple. It's just a swab. No blood, no nothing.
Yep. You just a cheek swab. You get the little Q-tip in your sample. And you just swab the inside. And it's getting your DNA. That's what the researchers need. They need the DNA in order to run this test.
So once you've done that, then you're going to get the results of this test. So remember, you've done this questionnaire. You've kind of highlighted, what you and your doctor think is the type of hair loss you're having. You've laid down your medications, medical history, some of your basic lab, all that's been put in, right? And now they got your DNA. They do their thing. Well, it's magic. It's just genetic testing. It's pretty common these days, right? Not that big of a deal. 10 years ago, this would have been, oh my God. Well, we're now in 2025. It's time to do this
This is
stuff.
the beauty of personalized medicine at its finest.
It's where we need to go.
Yes, it's challenging to incorporate some of this mainstream. So these are kind of unique tests that life extension. We're at the forefront of innovation, bringing these types of tests to you.
Right. Now, once all that's done, it's all going to be packaged nice for you, right? And it's going to be sent right to your home. You're going to get a nice summary. It's detailed. Remember, we saw this. I think we have a sample report, right?
We do. Yeah. We'll go over some of the different aspects of your report.
But you're going to sit down, get a cup of coffee, right? Have some quiet time and really absorb a lot of what you're reading. And of course, there are physicians, Life Extension has help. You can call Life Extension's wellness specialist. They can help you understand all that. They'll go through it line by line. That's an added benefit right there.
Oh, for sure.
Huge added benefit.
We won't leave you on your own trying to figure it all out.
Right.
We're here to help you all along the way.
But it's so we're going to show you a sample of this. Before we do, just keep focused on the big picture here, right? These results are going to help you, know which medications might be best, which vitamins and minerals, right? That's even in there, Dr. Chris.
Yes.
What's best? What maybe some specific nutrients beyond vitamins and minerals. It's also going to, do you need topical formulas? Do you need oral based on all this? So it's quite extensive, and it really pinpoints really the best treatment for you.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
Okay.
All right, so we got to take a look at this. Page 1 for this is just your title page.
Yeah.
There you go. Nice intro.
Okay.
You go on to page. Now there's some explanation pages in there, 2, 3. We're really going to jump to page 4.
Page 4, and this is going to give you the best delivery option for the nutrients and the medications. So either oral or topical.
Right. And then that kind of goes through page 4 and 5, right? And then you're going to get to page 6. This is really cool stuff about vitamins and stuff. Right there, look at there's in this sample vitamin B12 is needed by this person. So and again, maybe you're getting some of these from your multi. Maybe you need a standalone B vitamin. These are things you can discuss with the wellness specialist at Life Extension. Definitely talk to your own doctor as well.
Now, we love page 7. I think this is really a standout piece of these results, is where we give you a prescription tailored to you. Sometimes it's a combination of medications with nutrients. And it's a prescription for you to take to your compounding pharmacy. Now, this is where it gets tricky, because the script is there. You need your doctor to sign the script.
Yeah.
And so you need to make sure you have a conversation with your doctor, bring in your test results, explain to them, the why and the how, and see if they will be willing to sign your compounded prescription. And then you can take that to a compounding pharmacy. And what's really nice about this process is, if you have 2 topical medications and maybe it's indicated to use melatonin topically, the compounding pharmacy can kind of make it and mix it all up for you so that you can just apply it once versus having, all these bottles of topical prescriptions or topical medications.
A quick thing about compounding pharmacies as well. These are legitimate pharmacies, right? These are licensed pharmacies. These are pharmacists who know what they're doing. So it's not, you keep that in mind as well. This is legitimate stuff. And then after that, is a description of all the genetics.
Yes, and then you get to see all the magic behind how they're coming up with these recommendations. So it's really nice. You can see the different areas where there are variations, and then it explains those specific genetics and what that means as to how you will respond to, say, a steroid or to any other prescription option. And just going back to that, to your prescription, the tailored prescription, there are also prescriptions for shampoos or washes
there
that
were washes
you can
at the
use,
end.
and scalp treatments. And
so
this
that's
is all tailored for you. Yes.
Personalized suggestions, right?
Yes.
This is it. The wave of the future is right now. This is fantastic. So go check that out. Now, we do want to answer a couple questions about all this, right?
You call it from Google Land.
Google Land. We follow the questions you guys are asking over there. You ask a lot of questions on Google. We're here too. Life extension. So from Google Land, one of the big questions is what is the benefit of genetic testing for hair loss overall? Like what, okay, this all sounds great. Give me that elevator pitch.
Yeah, so there are lots of hair treatments on the market.
Tons. Commercials
you see the
galore.
commercial, right. And so this is really tailoring something customized for you so you don't spend tons of money, because these treatments aren't cheap, so that you don't spend tons of money on something that may not be 100% effective for your genetics. We are all unique individuals, and what works for one person may not work for another. And so this is really just customizing it for you.
Yeah, it's a realization. A lot of people will ask questions, as a clinician, Dr. Christopher, to me, like, well, I'm following my doctor's prescription. I really am taking it every day, but I'm not having the same results that they expected, because we're all different. That goes back to anything you do when you really think about it. So really it really is the wave of the future, is this personalized touch.
Yeah.
That's really what's exciting, from cancer research and medicines, heart disease, all of it. This is where we're headed. Here's another question. This is a good one, right?
Yeah.
Is it accurate? What is the accuracy of this?
Yeah, well, these tests are regulated by the FDA. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, as well as the FTC. And the FTC is more so, how you advertise these tests and make sure that it's truthful. There's regulations about the laboratories that's conducting the test. The analytic validity refers to the accuracy of the test to detect the presence of a specific genetic variant. So, we do feel very confident that these, they're using your DNA.
Yeah, it's amazing, right?
To determine how, you can't really deny what the DNA says.
It's the blueprint for your entire life. That's basically what it is. What is the difference? Last question. What is the difference between genetic and hormonal testing? Well, I think a good way to think about this one, Dr. Christo, is they complement each other, really, when you think about it, because the genetics in your body is what produces all the proteins, and including hormones and stuff. Yeah. And so if you understand your genetics, it helps you to also understand kind of where you are at hormonally. As well. Do you make testosterone well?
Right.
Genetically speaking, do you not? It's all that kind of. Do you convert testosterone into that powerful one for hair loss?
Yes.
DHT.
Yes. Yeah.
So all of that kind of comes into play. But you can still do hormone testing. I do it because I think hormones are important overall.
Well, you've read my mind.
Yeah, but the genetic testing is really kind of like, it's layer number one for understanding who you are. Everything from that is layered on top of the genetics.
That's very true. But if you have, let's say, PCOS, and you have excess testosterone due to that, and that's turning into DHT, and you're having hair loss from that, then that's kind of a different picture. Or if you're on the hormone replacement therapy,
yes,
and you're getting some conversions. So
if you're hypothyroid, same kind of picture.
Right. So coupling the two together, I think, gives you the best outcome.
Fantastic. So, hey, I hope this was helpful. If you're interested in this, we do, if you go to lifeextension.com, you'll see it right there on the screen, lifeextension.com/grow hair. I like that. Grow hair. That's your personalized hair growth genetics profile cheek swab test from Life Extension /grow hair.
Yeah.
Perfect ending to this, right? Yeah, go check it out. I think it's well worth it, that personalized touch. And when you're over there at Life Extension, they can use the discount code
Ellie Live.
and you'll get 10% off, $50 or more plus free shipping and handling. That's Ellie Live at lifeextension.com. Don't forget, we go live every Wednesday at 12 noon Eastern Time. We're also very excited. Here shortly, we're going to be launching a new weekly show called Real Wellness with Dr. Mike and Dr. Crystal. So look forward to that. But for now, wherever you watch us live, ring the bell, click the thumbs up, interested, do it all so you know we're going live every Wednesday, 12 noon Eastern Time. I'm Dr. Mike, that is.
I'm Dr. Crystal.
We'll see you next time.